In the heart of southwestern Nigeria, near the hills of Oyo and the ancient forests of Osun, lay the serene town of Apara-Oke. Apara-Oke wasn't just the kind of town one stumbled upon. It was a place you found only when the land permitted it. Some said the ancestors hid it from wandering eyes. Others believed the town simply chose who could find it. The sun rose gently over the rust-colored roofs, bathing the village in warm gold. Market women sang as they arranged baskets of plantains and pepper. Hunters tightened their leather belts and prepared for the forest. Children chased each other between the mango trees. Life, as usual, was peaceful. But peace is often the calm breath before the world exhales chaos. Tunde, a boy of 15 with bright eyes and a sharper mind, sat outside his home carving a small wooden bed. His hands were steady, but his mind raced. His father, Adewale, the respected woodcarver and the town council member, was preparing for something that had sent whispers through Apara-Oke: his wedding. Not to Tunde's mother. She had passed 8 years prior, returning to the ancestors after a brief illness. This wedding was to a woman many in Apara-Oke hardly knew. The mysterious Iyalode Morayo, a wealthy widow who arrived in town only 2 months before. Everyone seemed happy for Adewale. Everyone except Tunde. Something felt wrong. He couldn't explain it. He couldn't shape it with words. But the way Morayo looked at him, eyes cold like rainy season floods, made goosebumps rise on his skin. And when she spoke, her voice was sweet, but too sweet, like fruit hiding worms. His late mother once told him, when sweetness is too sweet, it will surely attract flies. Tunde felt like he could already hear the buzzing. He watched as villagers constructed the wedding canopy near the central square. White Apara-Oke clothes fluttered in the wind. Drummers practiced rhythms meant to call joy from the heavens. Women pounded yam for the coming feast. But Tunde's heart remained heavy. His father stepped out of the house, humming. Adewale was tall, strong, and known for his calm spirit. He always said the right thing at the right time. His smile could bring peace to troubled souls. And yet today, his eyes held something unfamiliar, a distant softness, like a man under a spell. Tunde, he called cheerfully. I hope you are preparing your special dance steps for the wedding. The elders expect you to lead the children's procession. Tunde forced a smile. Yes, Baba. Adewale nodded approvingly. Good boy. Morayo will make a wonderful stepmother. She cares for us. Tunde's carving knife stopped mid-stroke. Baba, he began, are you sure she is? A shadow crossed the doorway. Morayo appeared. Graceful, elegant, beautiful in a way that seemed almost inhuman. She wore a deep green Iroko and buba with golden beads around her neck. But her eyes were like 2 pools of still water that reflected nothing.
Tunde, you should be happy for your father. Happiness attracts blessings. Do not let suspicion book your own destiny.
Her smile didn't reach her eyes. Tunde bowed slightly. Yes, ma. Adewale beamed as if Morayo had blessed the entire house with her mere presence. Come, Morayo, he said, taking her hand. Let us finalize the wedding rites at the palace. They walked off together. Tunde watched them go, unease tightening his chest. Something pulled at him. Something deep, ancient, instinctual. As soon as they turned the corner, the wind around the house changed. Cold, sharp, sudden, and then a whisper. A whisper carried not by a person, but by the air itself. Tunde! He jumped to his feet. Tunde! The wind moaned again. this time accompanied by the rustle of the ancient Iroko tree behind the house. Tunde knew that tree. It was older than the town, older than any written record. His mother used to say it listened to things the living could not hear. Tunde, the voice murmured a third time. He swallowed. Who? Who is calling me? He whispered. The tree swayed, though there was no wind now. The earth vibrated softly beneath him. Then a single leaf drifted down, landing on his feet. On its surface, faint glowing marks appeared, marks shaped like eyes. Tunde held his breath. The eyes blinked, and a shaky, trembling voice, his mother's voice, echoed through his mind. My son, you must stop the wedding. Tunde's heart slammed against his ribs. Mother! The voice came again, clearer, almost urgent. She is not who she claims to be. Adewale is in grave danger. You must uncover the truth before the final drum is struck. The leaf dissolved in his palm. The tree fell silent. Tunde stumbled back, fear gripping him. The ancestors had spoken. His mother's spirit had reached across worlds to warn him. Whatever Morayo was, she was far from human, and Adewale was walking straight into destruction. Tunde knew one thing. He had to stop the wedding. But how does a boy challenge a woman who may not even belong to the world of mortals? How does a child stand against the darkness that wears a smile? Tunde didn't know yet, but the ancestors had chosen him, and destiny had just opened its first page. The warning echoed through Tunde's mind long after the leaf dissolved. His mother's voice, soft, trembling, urgent, wrapped around his heart like cold fingers. The world suddenly felt different, too quiet, too still, as if holding its breath with him. He sat on the wooden stool outside the house, staring at the path Adewale and Morayo had taken. The sunlight was bright, but he couldn't shake the chill that crept up his spine. She's not who she claims to be. The words repeated again and again. Tunde rubbed his arms, trying to warm himself. He needed answers, and there was only one place in Apara-Oke where ancient answers slept. The shrine of Baba Ogunremi, the oldest seer in the region. But the moment he rose to leave, someone blocked his path. Morayo. She stood less than 3 steps away, staring at him. He hadn't heard her footsteps. She simply appeared. Tunde, she said softly, too softly, a serpent hiding under silk. Why do you look troubled? Today should be a day of joy. Your father is inside finalizing the bride price list. Tunde swallowed. She had returned far sooner than she should have. I am fine, ma. She tilted her head slowly, watching him with eyes too sharp, too knowing. Tunde felt an invisible pressure on his chest, like her gaze was pushing into him. Then she asked a question that froze his blood. Did you hear anything? Or anyone calling you? His throat tightened. She knew. She knew something had happened. No, Tunde forced out. I didn't hear anything. Her smile widened. Not warm, not kind, predatory. Good, she stepped closer. It's best if you stay away from certain voices. Some spirits like to confuse young minds. Tunde stepped back instinctively. Morayo took another step. Tunde, I want you to understand something. Her voice changed. Lower, firmer, almost vibrating. On the day I marry your father, everything in this family will change, and I need you to accept that. He clenched his fists. What if I don't? For the first time, Morayo's smile disappeared. The air around her darkened, literally. A faint shadow seemed to coil around her feet like black smoke. Her eyes flashed, but only for a second. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this beautiful story, please drop a like on the video and leave a comment on your favorite part of the story, moral lessons and so on. On your notification bell so that you can get notified anytime a new and interesting video is released. If you believe in second chances, if you believe that scars can become symbols of strength, share this story. Let it reach someone who is still fighting their past. Subscribe to my channel for more real African stories that inspire, transform, and live forever in your heart. Please be rest assured that if you support me by liking, commenting, and subscribing to my channel, you always stay motivated. It has not been easy getting here, but I really appreciate all of you who always watch my videos to the end. It's a lot of hard work, days of sleepless nights before one of these videos you watch on this channel is produced. I am counting on your support always to take this channel to the top. Thank you once again for your unwavering love and support. God bless you all.